Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the MAC Cosmetics Playland Collection Pigments. I am missing Golden Olive, but good thing it's permanent. It's on backwater right now, so I will have that for you as soon as it comes in. But today I would like to talk about Ever So Yellow, which is a limited edition shade. Def Cyan, which is permanent in pro stores and I believe online, and Neo Orange, which is also permanent and pro in stores and online, in pro stores and on the MACcosmetics.com website. So what can you do with pigments and how can you have some fun with these pigments? Well, at $21 a pop, you're going to want to know how to use these, correct? Right? Well, pigments are kind of like an all do what you want kind of products. Because they're pigments, they're what's in lipstick, they're what's in blush, they're what's in almost all the products you use. That's what's in it. Pigments. Now these are the pure pigment form and you can use them in lip gloss, nail polish, your hair, your eyes, but be careful, there's certain restrictions on your cheeks. You can make colored mascara, you can make liner, you can do so many things. There are some restrictions. I believe the restriction is on Neo Orange and the blue one, but those restrictions are only in the United States because certain colorants have not been approved for eye or lip use in the United States. If you're outside the United States, these products should be fine to use. And even if you're in the United States, they should be fine to use, but use them at your own discretion. Don't say that I told you to use them and you get a problem. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm saying use them at your own discretion. And MACcosmetics.com says, you know, you shouldn't use them here or you should be cautious because some people get irritation. So be cautious. I use them wherever I damn well please. But that's just me. Now, today I took Neo Orange and I mixed it with some clear gloss and I made this product that I'm wearing on my lips, which is a glossy bright orange lip product. And it's just clear gloss and Neo Orange, but I'm going to swatch these up for you and then we can talk about what you could do with them. So let's start with Ever So Yellow because this is the limited edition shade and you're probably like, oh my god, let me get that before it goes. So you have a very bright yellow. It's very primary yellow, you know, but it's primary yellow, but it's a little bit sunnier, you know what I mean? The jar has a little cap here. I don't particularly like it. I like the older packaging much better. It is a little bit sheer. I'm wearing it on my eyes over Lancome's Le Base Pro, and it is kind of sheer, but it's definitely very shimmery, and it is a very pretty shade overall. My hand is stained, I'm sorry. So as you can see, it's almost kind of frosty, but it's got a lot of shimmer. Let me see if I can get my hand in the sun. I'm not going to be able to get it in the sun. You'll see in the photo swatches, it's a very, very shimmery shade. It can be built up, which is great. And if you use Fix Plus to apply it, you're going to get a much more opaque shade versus just using it dry and on its own. Now, when I did apply it to my eye, I simply applied it to my lid, and I really used a dense brush because if you use a fluffy brush, you're going to have fallout. It's going to go crazy. So be cautious at what kind of brush you're using. And if you're using a wet mixing medium or Fix Plus, it's going to make it much more opaque. You could pretty much paint it on. Now, we have Neo Orange, and Neo Orange is a very, very bright, almost neon orange, very, very bright. I have it here in the cap. It's extremely bright. I'll just use it from the cap. Now this is very matte. This is going to give you a lot of pigmentation, whether you're using it dry or whether you're using it wet. You're going to get a lot of pigmentation. Let me actually dip my finger in the pigment. That's just from the cap. So here we go. I've dipped my finger in the pigment and you can see it's extremely matte, it's extremely bright, and you can use a regular brush to apply this, but use a dense brush so that it does not go everywhere. The next shade I have is Def Cyan, and this is a little bit harder to work with. I found this very stiff. I would say use this with a mixing medium. Use this with Fix Plus. You could probably turn this into a liner. You can probably use it in your nail polish or even make colored mascara for your hair. I don't remember what the exact restrictions were on this one, so I don't want to suggest using it in any other way. Okay, so here you go. Here is your Def Siam. By the way, I forgot to show you the actual jar. Here's the jar of Neo Orange. So here we go. Let me swatch up this one for you. And when you apply this one, it is extremely blue. There's no doubt about it. Sorry, my hand is so stained. You're going to get a lot of blue pigmentation, obviously, but I'm telling you, see how it's more sheer up here? That's the way I found it applying, very blotchy, very spotty. I would say definitely use a good base when you apply it. I tend to like products like Le Base Pro, you know, usually that's a face product. I like using that on the eye. When you use products like Urban Decay's Potion Primer, I didn't have the best experience with that. You may, so try it. Try different primers before you roll one out. Overall, I like MAC pigments because there's so many things you can do with them. Like I said, from hair to nails to face, there's just so many things you can do with them. You are not limited to one specific use, like a lipstick, even though with a lipstick or blush you can still use those wherever you want. You know, just heed the little warnings. Thank you so much for watching. Are you picking up the pigments? Are you excited for the pigments? Are you a fan of pigments? Let me know what you guys think. Enjoy the picture swatches, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.